Hello and welcome to 4 Accelerator and a new series of How to Beat Deity. I'm your host Strateghost, and today I'm going to show you how to beat Deity using the Civilization of the Week, Brazil, led by Pedro II. So for this run, we're going to go into his abilities in a bit. Before this run, we're going to set the game to Deity. We're going to do standard speed, we're going to do continents map, we're going to do a large map, and we're going to do standard disaster intensity of 2. First things first, I want to set his jersey to the cool 2016 Brazilian Olympics team sort of jersey, and I want to give him a few rivals. So first of all, I'm going to give him a rival of Victoria of England, who was a ruler at the same time, and apparently they had some diplomatic run-ins, so that makes for a good rivalry. In terms of game mechanics, there was also a little bit of a rivalry. Pedro's unique unit is a strong battleship replacement, so he's got some incentives to settle coastally. Victoria also has incentives to settle coastally and to engage in naval warfare, so mechanically there's a little bit of a rivalry there. I also want to give Pedro the rival of Teddy Roosevelt. Pedro, I believe, was the first foreign leader to tour the United States and was a great admirer of the United States. So it's a friendly rivalry in this case. In terms of game mechanics, Teddy Roosevelt goes pretty hard for a cultural victory, as well as being friendly to people on his continent, unless he decides to go to war with them and use his continent advantage. But Pedro also has some abilities that make him very good at culture, so Teddy will be a good cultural rival if we choose to go that route with Pedro. And finally, I'm going to select Lautaro leading the Mapuche, mostly because of geographical proximity, since Brazil and Chile and Argentina are all in South America. I don't know if there's much in terms of historical rivalry. I mean, I think they obviously lived centuries apart. We're going to change America's jersey, I think, to this color just to differentiate it from that blue. And why don't we give Lautaro something like that color to differentiate that as well. And the rest we're just going to leave random. And all of our other settings we're going to just leave standard. And let's start the game.
From the first stirrings of life beneath water, to the great beasts of the Stone Age, to man taking his first upright steps, you have come. Now begins your greatest quest. From this early cradle of civilization on towards the stars. Your people look to you, Emperor Pedro II, to lead Brazil onto the world stage. Use your reputation as a patron of artists, scientists, and engineers to draw the greatest minds to our fertile home. For it is in the lush rainforests, teeming with life, that your people thrive. Watch them in the carnival as they dance the samba in celebration of your great feats, Pedro the Magnanimous.
Alright, as we start this playthrough, we just found a second continent, and that's why we got a boost to foreign trade here. Let's turn on yield so we can look around. Alright, we starting with some jungle, and that's going to be useful. If we open up Pedro's abilities, we can see Pedro's first ability is Magnanimous. After recruiting or patronizing a great person, 20% of its great person point cost is refunded. This is a great versatile ability that lets him focus on getting great people and be better at getting great people. And that's good for the scientific and cultural victory types, especially getting great scientists and engineers, as well as great writers, artists, and musicians faster. His second ability, Brazil's ability, is Amazon. Rainforest tiles provide +1 adjacency bonus for campus, commercial hub, holy site, and theater square districts. Rainforest tiles provide +1 housing for neighborhoods built adjacent to him. So Pedro's all about rainforests, And also, this is a pretty versatile ability. It lets us go for, again, science victory, religious victory, cultural victory, and the money might help with diplomacy or can help towards any victory type, including domination. So Pedro's just all around a very flexible civ and a very fun civ just to go for those great people, and also make use of terrain that other people can't make use of. And it's also not bad terrain, especially now that you can build lumber mills on rainforest. It takes a while to get them set up, but once you can finally do that, those rainforests come alive. Same with getting the zoo and getting science from all those rainforest tiles. It can be really great, and a big boost in the mid to late game. And it's sorts of tiles that other people can't make quite as much use of. They're also rainforest tiles on their own aren't that bad at the start, as we'll see soon. Pedro's unique unit is the Minas Gerais. It's a Brazilian unique industrial era unit that replaces the battleship. It's stronger than the battleship, and it's unlocked by the Nationalism Civic. So in addition to being stronger than the battleship, what's really nice about this is that it comes in the industrial era on the civics tree instead of in the modern era in the tech tree, as per the normal battleship. Um, Coming in the industrial era, it also benefits from the industrial era naval policy card to increase production, which normal battleships don't do until you get a much later card. So this is just an all-around very strong unit. The one drawback is that it's only effective in water, and with coastal cities, but it could be very strong, and it might be something we want to rush for along the civic street. Finally, his unique infrastructure. He's got two replacements, one to the entertainment complex, that's the street carnival, and the other is the Copacabana, which replaces the water park district. These are basically the same as those. I think they give you an extra amenity compared to the districts they replace. But in addition, you can use the Carnival project instead of the Bread and Circuses project, which grant an additional amenity while it's underway. And when they finish, give you a bunch of great people points. And I believe the great people points include great engineers, great merchants, great writers, artists, and musicians. So that's especially useful for cultural victories. You can use great engineers to rush wonders. You can use the great artists and so on to get great works of art and so on. So very good for that. But as I said, Brazil and Pedro are very flexible. So I'm not quite sure yet what victory type we want to go. We want to look around at our terrain before making that decision. Now I notice we do have a lot of rainforest around us. That's great. We also have a lot of mountains, which is good for either holy sites or for campuses. So we've got a lot of options here, and we should first figure out where we want to settle. I'm just going to move this warrior up to scout out a little bit. Okay, we didn't actually get any more vision there. But now where do we want to settle? I think we probably will settle in place. We could move there perhaps to get closer to those diamonds, but we'll get the diamonds eventually anyway, and I don't see any reason not to just settle in place right here. We're on a plains hill, which means our city will default to 2 food, 2 production, whereas ordinarily cities default to 2 food and 1 production, so we'll benefit from the plains hill tile. And it seems like this spot is about as good as any. We'll also be next to this 3 food, 1 production tile, which will be really good to start with. So I think we're just going to settle, and we'll get a little vision. All right, we're close to the ocean, but we're not on the coast, so we're probably going to set a harbor down here at some point. We also want to pick up this sugar as soon as possible. So we're going to want plantations soon. But the first thing we got to do here is decide what we're going to build. First, actually, let's set our citizens. We want to work this 3 food tile so that we can grow fast. And I think we will start with a scout just to get scouting down. We'll send the scout out that way, send our warrior up this way, and just explore what's around us. In terms of tech, I am tempted to go for the holy site at astrology just because we could set this holy site right there, which would get +2 from the rainforest, +2 from the mountains, so we'd get a +4 holy site. And we can go for a religion, which would benefit us a lot because we benefit a lot from faith, because we can use faith and gold to purchase great people, and with faith it's a bit more economical. So that is a good idea. We'd like to get a lot of faith, and if we can get a religion along the way, that's even better. We would also benefit from getting the Sacred Path Pantheon, which gives us +1 adjacency to faith for holy sites. So if we can get that, we'd have a very strong faith game, and I think that would be really beneficial. So I think we will go for astrology just to try to get that faith game going. And we'll explore. Great, we found a goodie hut. Alright, we got the boosted craftsmanship. That's helpful, because we don't really have many tiles around us to improve right away. In terms of where we want to explore, I think we will just explore down this way, so maybe we'll send the scout up that way when it is finished. We have a lot of hills, we have a lot of jungles, pretty good terrain for us. Okay, we found Zanzibar, and we were the first to meet them, so we're getting extra gold in our capital from Zanzibar. Let's explore down that way. And we finished our scout. Let's send the scout up. Alright, next, I think we'll build a slinger just to be safe, and then we'll probably want to go straight for a settler after that. Alternatively, we could just get our settler out now, try to settle on a plains hill if possible, or just maybe here on the Jade. Yeah, we might settle the Jade and then have lots of land around us. Then we could settle there, we could settle around here. There's a plains hill over here. Oh, that's a grassland hill, sorry. Let's explore. Alright, yeah, why don't we just go for the early settler, because we're in a very defensible territory. It doesn't look like we're going to have to worry about barbarians anytime soon.
The sea seemed to roll back,
and we found a great, or a natural wonder.
Driven from its banks
Mount
by the
Vesuvius.
convulsive motion of the earth.
On eruption, it gives high yield to adjacent tiles, but large population loss. So we don't want to settle right next to it, but we might want to settle near it. Your knowledge of astrology is advanced by discovering that, so it's a good thing that we went for the holy site. And we found a goodie hut down here that we definitely want to go for. And a goodie hut over here. We're having a pretty good start so far. We're getting lots of food from this tile, which is excellent. We're going to grow, and then we're going to have a lot of tiles to work. A lot of very productive tiles. Alright, we got the boost to writing from that goodie hut, and we discovered Kumasi. We were the first to meet them, so now we're getting extra culture in our capital, which is very strong. We did find some barbarians, but they're not really close to us, and it doesn't look like they have a scout over here, so hopefully they don't bother us all that much. And let's go this way. We'll see what's behind these mountains. Let's get that goodie hut. We'll get one envoy. Fortunately, we don't need to send it to either one of these right now, so we're just going to hold on to this envoy until maybe we meet another city-state. Maybe we'll be able to become suzerain of someone. That's astrology. Wisdom. That's code of laws. So I think we'll just put in... first we want God King, certainly, because we want to get to a pantheon right away. Then I think we'll just put in discipline. We only have one scout. We're not too concerned about it getting experience. Plus, we already found a natural wonder by us. So we'll just leave in discipline for safety. We'll move the warrior. Okay, so we got a lot of coast. If we wanted to settle near Mount Vesuvius, we could settle on these hills, perhaps, which would give us some fresh water. And we'd be close to Vesuvius, but not right on it. In terms of what we want next, we would like to get irrigation so that we could improve these. We'd also like to get mining to improve the quarry. I think let's go for mining first, because we've got lots of other mineable resources around us. And but first, let's just put down this holy site, which we'll finish in 9 turns. The question now is, do we finish the holy site first, or finish the settler? And I think I'm actually going to be bold and try to finish the holy site first, just so we can really start getting that faith and great profit points up and running. So let's do mining, and let's go for foreign trade, I think. And we'll keep scouting. Alright, found a goodie hut there. We got another envoy. So now we could put this into either city. If we send it to Zanzibar, we'd get luxury resources, quite a lot for the early game. If we send them here, we'd get bonuses to our trade routes to city-states. Right now, we don't have any trade routes to city-states, but we could benefit from that. So I think I'm going to hold on to both for now, just because I wouldn't benefit immensely from either one. The luxuries would be okay, but I'm just going to wait and see what I want to do later. And we met Cahokia, where we were not the first to meet them, but we did meet them, so we got the boost to political philosophy. And that's good to know. That means there's also going to be an AI somewhere around here. So we have lots of land we can settle. We just want to make sure we settle it very effectively. We could settle here, something over here, maybe just right on the coast here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, we could settle that, yeah. We could get a couple of cities in here. If we really wanted to, we could squeeze like 1, 2, 3, 4 cities in here or so. But I don't know. I think we'll probably want a fair bit of land, so I won't squeeze cities too closely together. We got some desert to our north. All right, and we will stick with these.
Every nation lives by exchanging.
All right, I think I'm going to leave in God King just because I want as much faith as possible to get a Pantheon as soon as possible. And I think I'll go for early Empire here just because I'd like to get the colonization card to then be able to pump out settlers very, very quickly. And coast that way. Let's just explore in this direction. We found a scout, which we should be able to kill if it doesn't run away. Let's see where it goes. It goes right there, so we'll be able to kill it. Excellent. We got a promotion out of that. Alright, now why don't we go for pottery? We could go for riding. Oh, why don't we go for animal husbandry just so we can look for horses right away. Alright, there's our holy site, getting lots of faith out of that. And let's build our settler. Let's finish our settler after that. We're going to move this warrior back up here to stay close to our city so we can send our settler down when we need to. We found Lisbon. We were the first to meet Lisbon, which means we might be able to settle very far up in this direction. I'm going to get the Alpine promotion for faster movement on hills because we're sort of out of the woods over here. And so we've got 2 points. If we put it into Lisbon, our traders would be immune. We don't really need that right now. I could put a point into Cahokia, which I think I'll do. I think just getting that extra 4 gold in the capital is the best use of our envoys right now. That's just going to snowball a lot. And we met Antioch, and we were the first to meet Antioch. So we are making lots and lots of gold. One of these city-states at least had a trade route quest, Cahokia, down here. I hope I'll be able to actually send this trader to it if I purchase a trader here. If not, I'll be able to send it somewhere else, and then we'll recoup back the money and hopefully make more. So we've been pretty lucky this game. We're going to send this to Cahokia, try to get that envoy from completing the quest. We'll also boost currency. We're making 24 gold and we haven't even met anyone or traded anything, so that's pretty good for the early game.
The wicked king
and we found the Chocolate Hills.
Juan and Maria on his swiftest horse.
so we might want to settle near there. And there's our Pantheon. Alright, so we could get the Sacred Path in order to get +1 faith from adjacent rainforest tiles. We could also get Divine Spark, which would give us extra Great People points, but we don't necessarily need extra Great People points. If we're going to get lots and lots of faith, then we can purchase Great People that way. We also got our Pantheon so quickly that we have the option of choosing religious settlements and getting a free settler, which is a really strong Pantheon. But I think just for the sake of theme and synergy, I'm going to pick this Sacred Path and roll with that and try to use that to maximize our faith output so we can purchase whatever Great People we want very reliably. This will also help us get our first Great Prophet. We'll get Great Prophet points, and then we can buy the Great Prophet with faith once we get close enough to it. And right now we're the only ones, it seems, making any Great Prophet points.
I am fond of pigs.
Alright, any horses around us? I don't see any horses. Alright, we finished our settler. Where do we want to settle? I think we will settle here just to get those yields from Mount Vesuvius. Could make sense to settle off. We don't want to settle next to Mount Vesuvius just because of the high population loss. I think we will settle here just to get that fresh water, though. We could put a pretty good holy site right here next to our city settle location. And from here, I think I'd like to go for pottery. We can get irrigation, we can get writing. The thing is we already got the boost to craftsmanship, so we don't need to improve 3 tiles. And right now, our tiles are giving us pretty good yields already, so we don't even necessarily need to improve things right away. What we would like is, at this point, we would like another warrior. Oh, there's some horses up there. I'd like another warrior, and I'd like a slinger, just for defense. I'd like to go clear out that barbarian encampment. So I think I will... Well, we could probably purchase a slinger, yeah, very shortly. So I think I'll just build a warrior, then purchase a slinger, send them both up there to clear out that barbarian encampment, hopefully get the boost to archery by killing the barbarian with our slinger. We have a reef there and a reef there. Those are both good for our campuses. Move up to the tundra, look for some goodie huts up there. Alright, we found some barbarians, but they're not real close to us, so I'm not too worried about that. And we can purchase that slinger, so I will. And the scout has discovered us, so it's a good thing that we have these 2 units. We are going to switch off of early empire because we're going to get the boost to it very quickly. So let's switch off to mysticism. Actually, I would love to get the oracle because that's going to make patronage of great people cost 25% less faith. So if we get a lot of faith, the oracle is going to help us out a lot. It'll also give us extra great person points wherever we build it. And if we look around, we want to keep rainforests, but we could chop woods. So we could chop this woods, put the oracle down there. There's not really any other hills around us unless we want to get rid of some rainforest, but we might as well keep the rainforest. So we might get out a builder just to chop that and build the oracle, but for now, why don't we just start putting points into another settler? Actually, yeah, why don't we get the builder out first, and then we'll get a... Actually, we can just buy a builder very soon, so let's start building a settler. So much gold. It's way more than I'm used to. Alright, we don't want to go that way.
I thought clay must...
Alright, what tech do we want? I say we go for irrigation. Why don't we go for sailing? Well, yeah. Hard to say. We could use irrigation on these. I definitely want to put my quarry down so we can boost masonry here. I'm not sure we need these luxuries right away, although we could get more gold. We don't really need gold. I probably actually do want to harvest that stone so I can put a campus down, for instance. This would be a really strong campus. We'd get +2 from the mountains, +3 from the rainforests. So I guess I will go for irrigation, because we can improve those. And we'll settle here, Brasilia. Got some era score from settling near Vesuvius. And we got the boost to early empire. So let's put in the colonization card. Let's leave in discipline to fight against barbarians. And we'll keep going for mysticism so we can unlock that oracle. And right now we could put down a +5, we could put down a +8 holy site from all of those rainforest tiles. So that's probably what we want to do. Then we could put a campus down here for a +3 campus. If we put a campus here, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So maybe it's better to get 5 faith and 5 science from a campus, better than 8 faith and 3 science from a campus, although I'm not totally settled on that. Of course, if we put a campus here, we'd get 1, 2, 3, oh, just 3. I don't know, that 8 faith just sounds so tempting. I think we'll go for that, just to see just how much faith we can get out of this game. I think that's going to be a little bit more entertaining. We could go for a monument at this point. Could go for more defense. I think let's go for the monument. Let's set this. Our citizens are working a 2-2 tile. That's great. If we're going to be chopping, I'm going to want Magnus in Rio de Janeiro. And I thought I wanted a builder. Oh, right. I said I'd purchase a builder. Okay, we'll do that. We're still doing irrigation. Okay. And yeah, I'm going to go for the monument here. Alright, we're going to move these units up this way. Alright, so we're going to bring the scout back down, try to explore out this way. He's seen all he can see. We're going to try to get the kill on that scout with this slinger. Stonehenge has been built. Oh, horsemen. That's not good. Why don't we just... Well, we could just fortify. Yeah, why don't we just fortify? We'll be stronger than it. Move the scout down. The only thing is we don't want this horseman to come around and get our city, which it just might. Yeah. They're going to try to come around, so we need to cut them off. Not too worried about them, though. It's pretty defensible terrain.
Mysticism is the mistake of an accidental and individual.
Alright. Now let's go for state workforce so we can get the corvée policy to help us construct wonders faster. Meanwhile, we'll leave colonization in and keep working on settlers. I will fortify against that horseman. I'll just fortify this slinger here for now. We have 2 envoys. What do we want? Suzerainty of Cahokia. We could build Cahokia mounds, but we don't really need that right now. Trade routes to foreign cities. We are trading with a city-state, so we would benefit from Kumasi's city-state bonus, +2 culture, +1 gold for every specialty district in the origin city. Well, we do have 1 specialty district, so we would benefit from that. So let's get Kumasi, and then we'll hold on to our other one. Yeah, we still want both those cards. And we also only need 1 era score in order to get a golden age. We have 8 turns, so hopefully, there we go. We just met Suleiman. It's an honor to meet you. We'd love to sample your hospitality. Oh, that didn't count as... Yeah, I thought that would have given us 1 era score. Maybe that's one we already had. But let's send him a delegation. We want to keep him happy. He is a warmongering type civ. But we'd like to keep him as happy as possible. I'm going to sell him open borders. In fact, why don't I just give him open borders as a gift, so that hopefully he likes us a bit more. He won't declare friendship right away, but maybe in time he will be our friend. If he doesn't go friendly with us... Oh, there it is. There's Adana. If he doesn't go friendly with us, we're going to need more military, although we do have these nice, lovely city-states as a border. Alright, we're just going to fortify in that defensive terrain. We're going to move our slinger up. There's a horseman there. I think we want to settle in the sea. If we settle here and there, we could settle multiple cities, but I don't think I don't want to settle these. I think I want the fresh water. So I think I'm going to settle right here. And if I settle there, yeah, if I settle right here, put a harbor there, that'll be really good. Alright. I think I will go for another warrior while waiting for that builder, waiting to afford that builder, just to help us defend from the barbarians a little bit better. And they'll attack our scout. It's possible they'll kill our scout right now. I do want to back up this warrior because I don't want to take hits from 2 horsemen. I'd rather take it from just 1. Yep, they got our scout. It's unfortunate, but I'm not too worried about it. We'll fortify that warrior. We will just sit here with our slinger. And we will buy our builder.
Without craftsmanship, inspiration.
Alright, I want to fortify right here with the warrior. I think I can kill this horseman if it attacks me after this hit. And I'd like to start by chopping this hill so that we can put down the oracle. Alright, we want to pull this slinger back. Actually, I'm going to move the warrior back, move the slinger here. We did get the boost to archery. One mistake I just made is I should have taken out the colonization card and maybe put in something else. Maybe the +1 production, but it's no matter. I could pay 30 gold and change policies right now. How useful would that be? I'm not sure. So I won't do it for right now. But I will chop out this... Actually, I'll wait 1 turn and start chopping out the oracle. Lots of desert down there.
Thousands have lived without...
Alright, we can promote both of these, it looks like, so that's going to put us in a very good position. We're going to move this warrior up. Now we're going to chop and put down our oracle, which will finish in 23 turns. And let's go for archery, so we can build archers right after that. And we're going to settle this city. Now we could put a holy site here. I think I might rather put a campus down. Actually, a campus here would be better. We have a good holy site here. Yeah, this is a better holy site than it would be a campus spot. So why don't we just put the holy site here? We have irrigation, so we can replace that marsh. So that'll be a good spot for a holy site. But first, I would like to get the granary here as well. We also want to work those tiles, production and food. So why don't we go for a monument here? Try to get our culture up. There we go. Let's just check on great profit. We already have 115 faith, which is great. We have a lead on great profit. Stonehenge has already been gotten, and wow, Suleiman already has a great scientist. Hypatia is the next great scientist. We'd love to get Hypatia. Maybe if we have enough faith for it, we could purchase it, but actually, yeah, we're probably not going to get there anytime soon because we don't even have a campus. And I don't have a use of horses or diplomatic favor right now. I think I'm going to take this deal. I think it means that he's going to be happier with us too, which is something we want. Alright, let's try to get rid of this horse archer. There we go. Now we've got this horse cornered, so our forces are doing well against the barbarians. Let's see. Let's just keep this warrior scouting, and let's see. Do we want to? We could put a quarry down and then for the boost to masonry, and then take it down and harvest the stone. So why don't we do that? We could also just boost the sugar and get the sugar, which we can then sell to Suleiman. Why don't we do that instead? And the world enters the classical era. Unfortunately, we were 1 point shy of a golden age, but that's okay. We'll try to do better next time. So that's going to be the end for today. Thank you for watching. If you liked, please like and subscribe. If you have a comment, leave a comment. Questions, requests, recommendations. I love reading any and all of that. So hope to see you next time. Bye.